This is Ellen. We're talking about the Daniel diet, but more importantly, we're talking about breaking the chain, breaking our habits of having the bagel, the sandwich, the potatoes, the rice, carb, 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 pizza, pizza, pizza. What we're talking about is how Daniel was so sure of his diet and God's principles for his health that he could have been put to death or used as slave labor. 90% of all people eat cereal products, milk products, carbs. I cannot tell you, and they say half people eat no fruit at all. I look at some of your logs, and some of you for a whole week have no fruits and no vegetables. A whole week. And you say, well, I have lean cuisine, there's some veggies in that. That's not the kind of veggies I'm talking about. And the question to ask is why? Why do we eat the wrong foods when it makes us sick, tired, depressed, ages us prematurely? And then it talks about the proven benefits of having more fruits and vegetables. It eliminates our cravings, our depression. The healthier I am, the less depressed I am. 3 people tonight said, I'm depressed. And I said, why? And they said, because I don't want to get on the scale. I've gained weight. When we gain weight, there's that little feeling of, oh. Also, food allergies and addictions. We want to overeat. And then you say, well, you know, toxic. Who, me? I'm toxic? So many of us have a toxic diet and we don't even realize that's what's making us tired. I was allergic to MSG and aspartame for years. I was drinking a whole bottle of Tab. Remember Tab? Mm-hmm. And I couldn't sleep at night. My heart was racing. I didn't know why. Years. I diagnosed myself. And the best way to diagnose yourself is you eliminate everything. So you have fruits and veggies, you stop eating the gluten, you stop having all those things, see how you feel. And you're sitting there going, well, what if I get a lot of gas and my stomach can't take the vegetables and it's just too much for me? But can your stomach take the pizza and the wings? Pretty much. So if you can't take the fruits and vegetables, see what you can do about eliminating the other things. Do you want to be a good steward of your body? Do you want to do something about your health? Do you want to make a change? Do you want to become another medical statistic? Do you want to take back control? Do you want to control your lifestyle? Because we are in control of ourselves. So you might say, well, I don't need to detoxify. There's a little quiz. You're going to talk about it in your group. Do you experience stress regularly? Do you get fewer than 7 hours of sleep? Do you eat less than 3 different fruits a day? Now, I'm not counting orange juice. Orange juice, to me, I'm putting that over here. Do you have an orange? Do you have a clementine? Do you have grapefruit? Do you have strawberries? Do you have blueberries? Do you eat processed or takeaway foods more than once per week? You're hearing that? Once a week? Do you often find yourself craving for sweet foods? Do you exercise 30 minutes every other day? Are you overweight? Do you have a lot of illnesses? There's a million of them. Do you suffer from depression, anxiety, nervousness, mood swings, arthritis? If you answer yes to 2 or more of those, you have a toxic buildup. I don't know about you, but it's pretty easy to answer 2 or more of those. So, we can have some quick and healthy weight loss if we follow the 7 days, fruits and vegetables. But if you go back the next week and say, okay, I did that for a week, I'm going to eat whatever I want now, you're going to yo-yo. But if that next week you say, wow, I really liked eating the fruits and vegetables, I'm going to have some kashi cereal with blueberries and strawberries. I'm going to have some egg salad, but I'm not going to have the bread because I don't really need it. Then I'm going to have this. You change and modify as you add things in. Daniel's diet encourages eating 5 times a day. That's got to make people happy. 5 times a day I can eat. Tell me more, Ellen. First of all, you have to distinguish if you're an emotional eater that's using food as a tranquilizer. Because we think if we have that goodie, that it will take away our pain. And are we in pain? I don't know anyone who's not. If we're not in pain for ourselves, we're in pain for someone else. And then they talk about a case history. Joe, she was 41 and overweight, had type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, fluid retention, and taking antidepressants. She completed Daniel's diet for 10 days, and then she took a modified fruits and veggies for a further month. She lost weight and was feeling better physically. But then it brought to surface some emotional issues. When she was telling her therapist or whatever about this, she started crying. And it started the beginning of her healing. When I started praying off, so much came to the surface. So much that I realized that was so many reasons why I was eating and not exercising and not taking care of myself. Am I healed? Am I cured? I'm so much better. My faith is better. I sleep better. I don't have to be perfect. I still try. I still think, well, I'm going to try to do the best possible job. But there's some times where I'll say to Bob, I don't have to be perfect. Because a lot of times that's what gets us in trouble, everybody. But this person started looking at those things. She was taken for granted by her boss, and she was eating. She started praying and rewarding herself differently. Please silence your cell phones before praying off begins. I don't get any coverage down here, so I never have to worry about it. One of the things I reward myself with, I told people, is getting my nails done. It's a reward. What is your trigger for eating during dangerous times? Is it a feeling, a habit, a memory? What's making you? So many people eat the way they do because it's the way they've always eaten. That's why I'm suggesting doing this for 7 days. There are people that I could go around like duck, duck, goose. You do this for 7 days. You do this for 7 days. You. Because I know who should do this for 7 days. And so think, uh-oh, is Ellen talking about me? If you're thinking, am I talking about you? Guess what? I probably am. You try it for 7 days. Is it going to kill you? No. But if you're not well, see your doctor before you do it. Our brain power is directly related to what we eat. Did you know that? Did you know how we feel? If we have energy. If I have more energy at 59 than I did at 49. I have energy because I'm trying not to eat the bad things. I'm going to stop right there, Bobby.